Okay, so I'm just gonna go over the loss I took this morning. Um, just stopped me out like a couple minutes ago. I am actually still looking for. I might have to pause this like midway through the recording if this starts to give me distribution lower here because I like the 5 minute sweep that it just had. Um, we're still inside this 1 hour inversion fair value gap, which is what I was using as my higher time frame PD array. So if it gives me that distribution lower right now, I'm going to pause the video and potentially re-enter if it allows me. But that being said, let's go over the trade I took. So the daily, obviously, we are bullish on the daily. Okay, we are bullish. As you can see, both these daily candles so far are just dog shit. Tuesday's understandable after a nice run up last week, and then Monday we had President's Day, so it wasn't even open the market. So Tuesday's candlestick understandable. Today's, I would hope it wouldn't end up closing like this, but who knows. Um, the 4 hour on Nasdaq was actually still bearish because we broke structure here and then never actually reclaimed structure. Um, and then on the 1 hour, bearish as well. Now my higher time frame PD array, the candle I was using was this candle here, inversion fair value gap after we closed below it nicely here. Traded back inside it. We were getting some rejection off of here, and so that was my higher time frame PD array that I was using. Um, Go to the 15 minute didn't really give me much. There wasn't a fair value gap here that I could use. Um, 5 minute didn't really give much either. You can see you kind of get a better sense of where the sweep was on the 5 minute. The 1 minute, here's the sweep, right? Swept these equal highs here. Um, had a nice reaction off of like a 1 minute inversion fair value gap, right? And once I saw this nice distribution here, I said, all right, fair enough. That looks good for a 1-to-1. I wasn't going to chase it further than here because then it would have been less than a 1-to-1. But this fair value gap held up for me to get an entry. And yeah, I was targeting these lows here, and then this line is previous daily low. And the reason I thought that was reasonable was because the 4 hour, again, order flow is bearish. 1 hour, order flow is bearish. At this point in time, I'm pretty sure, yep, the 15 minute was bearish. Now it's not, but the 15 minute was bearish at this point in time. 5 minute was actually bullish at this point in time. That's fine. And then the 1 minute was bearish. But yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. But look, this is a trade I would have taken on FX replay had I been backtesting. So it's a loss I would have taken. And look, that's all I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to take trades that I would take when I'm backtesting because, I mean, there's nothing I'm more certain of than my strategy being profitable if I follow it like I follow it when I backtest because my backtesting accounts are always profitable with this strategy. And of course, that's because psychology doesn't come into play. And I'm well aware of that. But at the end of the day, if I follow it on a live account or this is a funded account, like I follow my strategy when I'm backtesting, which is essentially with no emotion, then which is what I'm doing. Like I entered this because I saw my strategy. I saw my model developing and I entered off of it. Um, then I will make money in the long term. Right? Like to understand how that kind of correlates there. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Is just if I see my model, I'm going to execute on it. Um, you know, in hindsight, you tell yourself, well, maybe this wasn't the greatest setup. Could I have risked only one contract instead of two? Like, could I have gone even lower risk? I mean, what? I mean, dude, it is what it is. Like, I'm risking 0.5% a trade. I think that's fair and reasonable. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's getting a little later in the afternoon session. I'd like to see some distribution before 11:30 here if I'm going to potentially re-enter off a sell. Um, but yeah, that was a trade. Um, Trying to think what else I could add to this before I. No, I guess I can show the execution. I don't know if it'll come up. It's been buggy. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Yeah. Show chart. That's the execution there, just so you could see, um, the account minus 197 today. Um, but yeah, that is the trade. So that's all for today. We'll see. I may or may not re-enter, and then I will make another video if I do. But that was the setup. Can't be upset with the trade today because, again, followed my trading plan. It'll be another checkbox on the calendar that I've followed my trading plan. And yeah, I mean, that's all you can do.